Have you ever stopped to consider how fragile the very foundations of sports dynasties truly are? Or wondered if the brightest lights in the NBA might suddenly flicker out? Not because of what happens on the court, but due to decisions made behind closed doors, decisions that could so fundamentally reshape the soul of a franchise that everything we believed about its future shatters into 1,000 uncertain shards. What if the Lakers, a team synonymous with Hollywood glamour, championship pedigree, and cultural impact, are on the edge of not just a new era, but a complete upheaval so profound that even Lebron James, the towering icon whose silhouette has loomed over the league for nearly 2 decades, must pause and reconsider the path ahead? This is not just about basketball. It's about power, legacy, and the very essence of identity in the City of Angels and beyond. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update that could alter the course of Lakers history as we know it. Now, if you've been closely tracking the seismic tremors rumbling through the NBA landscape, you're already sensing the magnitude of something extraordinary unfolding near the Staples Center. But here's the twist. It's not on the hardwood, where the narrative is exploding. The story is tucked away in billion-dollar boardrooms, where the Buss family, guardians of the purple and gold for decades, have made a jaw-dropping decision that caught the entire basketball world off guard. Sale. Yes, the Lakers, one of the most storied franchises in sports, have been sold for an eye-popping figure no one anticipated, a reported $10 billion. A sum so colossal, it almost defies comprehension, signaling that the Lakers are no longer merely a team there, a global brand, an economic juggernaut, beyond basketball's usual scope. But here's the million-dollar question dripping in intrigue. What does this historic transaction mean for the heart and soul of the Lakers? For the locker room, for the players, for the fans who live and breathe purple and gold every waking hour? Could this mean the end of the Buss family's hands-on control? Or is it merely the beginning of a new chapter where tradition and modernity clash in a high-stakes dance? Some insiders whisper cautious optimism, pointing out that Jeanie Buss will remain as the team's governor, maintaining a semblance of continuity. Yet, the shadow of uncertainty looms large. History, as we know all too well from the Maverick saga with Mark Cuban, warns us that new ownership stakes can dramatically change the flavor of a franchise's culture and direction. Is the Lakers' identity about to be rewritten by Mark Walter, the enigmatic businessman who now holds the reins of this basketball empire? Is it possible that strategic visions could vary drastically from one owner to the next? Questions that strike at the very core of what the Lakers will become in a league where superstars like Luka Doncic are rewriting the playbook in real time. Speaking of Luka, here's where the plot thickens even further. The youngest superstar, in the purple and gold fold, the man many now see as the franchise's true anchor moving forward, has carefully weighed in on this ownership shake-up hand. His reaction was measured, almost cryptic. In a world where social media posts are dissected for hidden meanings, Luka's words resonate with both gratitude and guarded anticipation. He thanked Jeanie Buss and the Buss family for their warm welcome to LA, expressed excitement to meet the new owner, Mark Walter, and emphasized collaboration toward the ultimate goal. But beneath the polished veneer, you can't help but sense the weight of adaptation this star guard carries on his shoulders. Within less than half a year, dealing with trades, team chemistry puzzles, and now ownership upheaval, Luka is navigating turbulent waters. Will the Lakers' next chapter be built around his burgeoning greatness? And more pressingly, for Lakers fans who crave defensive grit and postseason glory, how will this new leadership team support him? LeBron James' position in this evolving saga adds yet another layer of gravity and complexity. The King is no stranger to change. From Cleveland to Miami and now Los Angeles, he's witnessed firsthand how shifting ownership and front office strategies can alter team trajectories. Although details remain tight-lipped, whispers suggest that LeBron's perspective balances cautious skepticism with a desire to control what's within his grasp: the court, his conditioning and legacy. Anthony Davis, the silent but deadly co-pilot, is watching all of this unfold as well, raising questions about how the front office might construct a roster capable of relieving pressure on both superstars in the seasons to come. Blueprint has always been flexible, but centered on megastar talent. With the new ownership injecting fresh capital and vision, Could we see a radical shift in roster assembly perhaps, with greater emphasis on youth, analytics, or international reach, as opposed to just star power and short-term success? Fans have been buzzing non-stop. Commentators noted that the $10 billion mark sets a new NBA franchise valuation record, underscoring how much the business of basketball has evolved since the Magic and Kobe days. Some journalists speculate that this surge in value was directly tied to the blockbuster trade that brought Luka to LA. The calculus is clear. Big deals ahead. Big stakes attached. What about Jeanie Buss? While the family's sale might signal a shift in financial power, reports stress that Jeanie will continue as governor for several more years. Could this mean a delicate balance of old guard wisdom blending with fresh business acumen, or is it merely a holding pattern until the new ownership plants its flag firmly? Lakers fans remember the days when the Buss family navigated internal power struggles and public scrutiny with mixed results. Now, with the NBA spotlight trained on them and this gargantuan sale, the pressure to deliver championships, excitement, and stability is unprecedented. As the offseason looms, speculation is rife on how the Lakers will move strategically to build around two pillars. Lebron, still chasing history in what many say could be his final championship push, and Luka, the rising star whose development, especially on defense, is under intense scrutiny. Will the new ownership prioritize short-term glory through high-profile signings and megadeals, or pursue a patient long-term dynasty plan, focusing on youth development and analytics? Given the convoluted web of injuries, contract negotiations, and cap space management, the front office's next moves will speak volumes about the franchise's new DNA. Here we stand, at a crossroads where tradition wrestles with transformation, where Lebron must grapple not only with Father Time, but with a new power broker in control, and where Luka Doncic's future asks, can he truly become the Lakers' mystical messenger of a new era? Or will shifting ownership tides drown out his rising star? Could this be the beginning of a Lakers renaissance? Or are we poised on the razor's edge of an identity crisis not seen since the end of the Showtime era? But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Lakers supporter who's lived through triumphs and heartbreaks, I believe that while change inevitably brings uncertainty, it also opens doors to unimaginable possibilities. LeBron has always adapted and elevated his game under pressure, and Luka's talent, when fully harnessed and supported by strong leadership, could ignite a new dynasty right here in Los Angeles. Still, the fragile balance between legacy and reinvention has never been more delicate. The next chapter depends on vision, patience, and a bit of that Lakers magic we all crave. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're riding high with Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell, because what unfolds from this instant onward could fracture everything you thought you knew about the purple and gold and catapult us into a saga that will echo through NBA history forever. The sale of the Lakers isn't just a flashpoint, it's a cataclysm, a tectonic shift beneath the City of Angels that threatens to rewrite the very blueprint of what defines Lakers basketball. Think about it, LeBron James, an indomitable colossus already etched into the annals of greatness with his ironclad 27-plus points per game average. This season and clutch performances that have shattered nerves in arenas far and wide, how does he recalibrate now, with fresh ownership steering the ship in directions unknown? Then there's Anthony Davis, the defensive titan whose 2.8 blocks per game and relentless rim protection formed the backbone of this team's identity. And how might his role amplify or evolve under Mark Walters' watchful eye? Could this seismic change propel Davis into full-on alpha mode? The new era's defensive general, freeing LeBron to orchestrate with surgical precision? But when the locker room chemistry is under the microscope, the altars of purple and gold, hallowed by the sweat and heartbreak of legends past, tremble. Could the arrival of new ownership be the spark that welds a fractured unit into an unbreakable force? Or will it rip apart fragile alliances, sowing discontent beneath the high-rise lights of downtown LA? Remember Austin Reeves, the scrappy underdog, the kid who's lit up the minutes with uncanny energy and heart, reminding us that Lakers grit never really died. One has to wonder, does this shakeup open doors for more Reeves-style players too? Rise, a new breed of relentless warriors, backed by an ownership willing to blend analytics with old-school toughness. And looming on the horizon like a comet blazing against the night sky is Bronny James, LeBron's own bloodliner prodigy, already turning heads with flashes of unfiltered promise. Could this ownership evolution bring fresh developmental pathways designed specifically for his success, crafting a multi-generational legacy that only the Lakers have the platform to build? Look deeper, and the ripple effect threatens to spiral all the way across the Western Conference's already volatile ecosystem. Golden State watchers are biting their nails, envisioning a Lakers resurgence that could shatter the Warriors' dream-running offense, rewrite playoff narratives that seemed preordained for a dynasty in a lull. The Suns, riding the Phoenix Flames, stirred by Devin Booker and their relentless ambition, now face an altered battlefield where LA's refreshed resolve and resource firepower could snatch the title from under their noses. Don't forget Denver. Nikola Jokic and Kohei have carved their own path of dominance, but this reshaped Lakers force, fortified under new stewardship, could rewrite the pecking order in a way that ignites a grueling war of attrition come postseason tip-off. Picture Magic Johnson grinning in the shadows, his Showtime memories flickering like old film reels, watching a retooled franchise brace to commandeer the spotlight once more. Imagine LeBron sharpening his gaze, the steel in his eyes signaling that after nearly 2 decades atop the basketball summit, this new chapter won't be just business idle, be his final act written in championship ink, a statement against time itself. The social media maelstrom already churns with frenzied speculation, a swirling hurricane of narratives wrestling to capture what might just become the most compelling Lakers resurrection since the dawn of the Shaq-Kobe era, chapter soaked in rivalry, heroism, and unimaginable pressure. Reality forces us to confront the stakes. This is no mere ownership change. This is the prologue to a possible dynasty rebirth or the descent into an identity crisis that could fracture the Lakers' soul as never before seen since Magic's Showtime gave way to the passing of the torch. How will Walter's vision mesh with the Bus legacy? Will analytics and cutting-edge strategy overturn the old guard's blueprints? And most crucially, can the Lakers front office stack the roster with the blend of superstar potency, savvy role players, and untouchable defense needed to support LeBron's twilight chase and build Luka Doncic's ascending throne? For context, consider the Lakers' legendary past when Kobe Bryant rose in 2009, intimidating every opponent with relentless scoring and indomitable will. Or the era when Shaq's dominance and Kobe's firestorm unified a city hoping for glory. That level of gravitational pull can't be conjured overnight. Yet, with a fresh $10 billion scale bankroll, the front office holds a unique alchemy potion of capital and charisma, potentially ushering in a modern dynasty born from bold gambles and meticulous calculation. The player stats alone tell a tale of dominance and potential. Lebron's unmatched clutch gene, AD's impenetrable defense, Reeves's tenacity, Luka's emerging two-way prowess, and Bronny's promise all blend like notes in a chemical formula, just waiting to ignite. So where does this leave us? On a knife's edge. Will this ownership shakeup fuel the Lakers' renaissance, turning Los Angeles back into the NBA's epicenter of ambition, artistry, and championship glory? Or will this become a grinding crucible where legacy, innovation, and expectation clash with chaos, fracturing the delicate chemistry that binds stars on this storied franchise? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers believer, someone whose veins pulse purple and gold every waking moment, I know this moment can define our era. If leadership channels LeBron's unbreakable will, harnesses Luka's blazing potential, and crafts a roster that balances youth with veteran savvy, this could be the dawn of a dynasty unlike any Lakers history has ever seen. But the pressures are colossal. The eyes of the world are locked on LA, the whispers of doubters and believers merging into a singular, relentless call for excellence. So hear me, Lakers Nation. Whether you scream your joy from the Staples Center rafters, debate fiercely behind your screens, or carry the torch quietly beneath the Hollywood stars, now is our time to unite, rally, and demand the Lakers return to their rightful throne. Will this be the catalyst that resurrects Lakers greatness? I'm all in, heart, soul, and mind. If this fires you up, hit that like, share your take, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report so you never miss another Blockbuster update. The next chapter is here, and it's ours to write. Purple and gold for life forever.